last year we had some conversations on Instagram. You sent me something about this new album, that this is the album you deserved to be. It's for the world, and now it's there. Miles Kane on the show. Thanks for coming here.
Hey, thank you so much, mate. I feel very excited to be back for one, and two, to have this record in the bag that's absolutely a sort of blow your socks off kind of record, and me back to my best. And you know, as you're gonna hear from Troubled Sun, the new single, you know.
It's great. It's there. Troubled Sun. You made it with a lot of people, this album. Was it always the plan, or is this the first time you have a lot of collaborations on this album?
I just wanted to, when I made this sort of back home in Liverpool, and, you know, my cousin James, who's from the Coral, he produced this record, and it was nice to go back up north to sort of rediscover why did I pick up a guitar in the first place, you know what I mean? And sort of stylistically, I wanted to make a record that had no strings, no brass, no choirs, no piano, just like full on, what do I do best? And that's those songs like Inhaler, rearranged, surf guitar, which is bringing that to the forefront with sort of lyrics about where I'm at in life and my chapter, as honest as I can be. And that was our sort of objective, if you know what I mean. And once we got a couple of songs in the bag that was super upbeat, it felt like, oh yeah, this is where to go here.
How was it to be on that journey? Did you listen to a lot of old Miles Kane songs? Did you listen to the Rascals maybe, what you did before? What was the starting point?
Yeah, it was kind of like, it was going back to sort of to those days of the Rascals and the first sort of Colour the Trap, the first album and stuff like that. And even prior to that, you know, when I used to get into the Strokes, Libertines, all that sort of guitar, and the Coral as well, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, and then sort of guitarists like Link Gray and stuff like that. The reason why I picked up the guitar in the first place, it was sort of rediscovering all that. And I think making it with my family as well, and sort of back home in Liverpool, that really, they really helped me sort of do that and understood that, because they know me all my life. Do you know what I mean? So it was kind of, it was almost like quite a therapeutic process. You know what I mean? And it was, and I don't think it could have happened at any other stage in my life up until now. It kind of just sort of started going down that direction, and then once we started, it worked, because you never know working with family and that. It's like,
yeah,
we're close, but working's a different thing. And I think having that trust in each other and sort of being open and comfortable to being like, that's rubbish or that's good, you know, it was a real great experience.
And to be back in Liverpool must be great as well.
Sorry?
To be back in Liverpool must be great as well, because that's still a big music city.
100%, mate. And there's a lot of great new young bands coming out there, and there's a good energy and stuff. And it just felt really right, you know. Have you heard the whole album or just Troubled Sun?
Just Troubled Sun, but that blew my mind, so... I heard that sound of Baggy on your social media, and that blew my mind as well, so...
Yeah, well... Fuck. Thank you so much, mate.
It's been in the making for the last few months now. You made it in Liverpool. You started it on your own at home. Was it at first an acoustic album? How do you start a new Miles Kane record?
No, it was kind of like... There was a lot of songs written, but when I was like going up north, I was doing some writing sessions with Tom from Blossoms, Kieran from Circleways. We wrote quite a lot together up there, and I think it was like pushing myself, and we were always going into like setting out that I wanted to be upbeat, because sometimes you get stuck in a middle ground. It's easy to be on a bit of a groove thing, and to make those sort of quite aggressive and gnarly rock and roll songs, it's kind of, you have to like really sort of get in there, because when you're sat in a room and it's just on your own, or you're with someone, right, and it's sort of to imagine the bong bong and the, you know, and to be screaming, it takes a lot. But once we were doing it and you've gotten this sort of flow, it was like, yeah, let's really, if it was too slow, we'll like sack it, let's go up. And
wow.
So there was a strong vision, and we stuck to it, and it was like, yeah, I'm sort of quite proud of it, to be honest.
It feels like this is all the Miles Kane live energy be put in one album, because I saw your show in Brighton last year. That was insane. That was huge. And that vibe is on this album, I think.
100%, mate. I think you're going to absolutely wet your pants when you're in it.
I already did with this new song, mate.
It's proper, you know, like live vibe. It's you'll be going over the speed limit when you're driving, listening to it. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
The new album is called One Man Band. Was that title from the starting point, you at your own at home? Why did you choose that album title?
It was once the song was the song on the album called One Man Band, and once I made a demo of that, and it was kind of like that was the leading song, if you know what I mean. Once I had that song, it was like, this is what I've been looking for. Do you know what I mean? That was the one that kicked off all this, and I remember sending it to R. James, and he was like, "This is it." So that song was kind of the start of all the songs that followed after, to be honest, on this album. So it just felt fitting, and when you hear it, excuse me, you'll understand.
It's almost there, this album. It's out in August of this year. What are the plans for live shows this year? Because this album needs to be played live, right?
Totally, mate. Yeah, no, there's going to be an announcement, I think, soon. I think we're starting off over here. There's a few gigs over here that get announcing this week, but hopefully, you know, I've got to come to Europe ASAP. So, you know me, mate, I'm ready whenever.
This album is called One Man Band. Who is in your band now? Because last year you played here in the studio. Josh from the Stripes was in your band. What does your band look like now?
It's me with a kick drum and a tambourine on my neck.
Just you're the new Ed Sheeran, mate.
Yeah, I'm the rock and roll Sheeran.
But did you change the band since last year? What can we expect?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, no, I think it's gonna. I'll keep Nathan on bass. I'm gonna try and do it. It's just a 4-piece. So I just want it to be like rock and roll.
Proper rock and roll, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just sort of figuring that out now. But I think I'm going to get Dom back in, and used to play guitar and stuff. So it'll just be the most sort of compact I can make it, really.
The new 4-piece from Liverpool, we can call them.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a big week for you as well, because last weekend, the first Puppets album turned 15 years.
I didn't
see it, right?
Until I saw it on Instagram or whatever. Yeah, that seems absolutely mental, like, doesn't it? You know, it seems, it kind of took me by surprise that our time's gone.
But people are now talking about, it's been 15 years since the debut. 8 years later, the second Puppets album came out. So 2024, we need Puppets 3, I think.
No, yeah. It's just
too soon?
I think it will. It's definitely too soon, mate. But that would have been great fun. One day we will. Sure.
Is there still a big Last Shadow Puppets group chat on WhatsApp or something? What's the name?
No, but that would be a fucking great group chat. No, there isn't. But you know, it's something when we get together, we chat about. When the time's right, we'll go again.
Now we get this new song, The Troubled Sun, with a great video clip as well, with you in a pub. What's the beer you drank there?
Well, again, it was like with everything on this album, and you'll see in the artwork and the sort of, I just kind of wanted to be like as real as it can be, and no sort of even stylistically what I'm wearing, and in the video it's just like I just want to get all my best mates in the pub and we'll get pissed, basically. You know, that was it, and we sort of and that's what we did. So we just had a great day and just wanted to capture like me in my life with people that I love, and that's kind of where I'm at. And we did that in the video, as you'll see when it's out tomorrow or whatever.
It's Miles Kane 2.0. You're back with a new banger, Troubled Sun. You're coming to the Netherlands sooner or later. And now there's this new song. Let's play it on the radio. Let's blow each other's mind.
Yeah.
It's our pants, I think.
Come on.